Hi, this is the first of the 5 technologies that I will be informing you about this evening. The name of this website is Duckster, and it's very easy to remember, and it's spelled just the way it sounds, duckster.com. And it is a research search engine for elementary students. I posed the question to some of my elementary teacher friends to see what new technology they were using in their classrooms, and several of them mentioned this website, so I thought I'd check it out. The reason that they liked it was that they were looking for a safe place for their students to do research, that they knew they weren't going to stumble across anything that was inappropriate. The information seemed very well organized when I went, checked it out. Thought that it would even be helpful to some of my students who struggle certainly with the research process. It's very easy to use. The categories and groups are identified very clearly. There's little distractions. That's one of the main points that I liked about it, was that there wasn't a ton of pictures or graphs or anything. The information was very straightforward, and it was good, I think, for these beginning researchers. And the fact that you can use it at home, I think, is important. I know parents are always looking for resources that they can use, especially when kids forget things, or if they're trying to help them with a project that has some at-home work required in it. So I think that's another plus to this website, Duckster. The purpose of it is to allow students to do research on a variety of topics, and without any inappropriate content, so that teachers don't have to be standing right over them all of the time, wondering, making sure that they're where they need to be. So I think that's definitely beneficial and a good use of time, if you can alleviate that risk of students getting on somewhere else. And once we go to the site, you'll see it has these little yellow ducks, so you'll know right away that students are not where they're supposed to be. So that's good. And I also like the way that it focuses the students' research by giving them some subheadings that it might lend them to help organize their paper when they get to that part of the writing process. The audience that it's intended for, I would say, would be K-8 or some older struggling students. I know a few of mine came to my thoughts when I was looking through it, that this would really help them not feel so overwhelmed by the information on a topic. I think sometimes they're not quite sure where to start or how to organize the information they're getting, and the way this website's set up, I think that would help. Teachers are definitely an audience for it, and again, parents who are looking for resources at home for their students to work on projects, or even just to supplement what they're doing at school. The ISTE teacher standards that are aligned to this website would be 1B, that it engages students in exploring real-world issues. There's a multitude of topics that they can research and find information about that seem very relevant to things that they'll be talking about in class, and real-world situations, holidays, and sports, which would be a fun research topic, I think. The 2A standard is developing learning experiences that incorporate digital tools, and I think this tool would see great. I think we'd see great success in the students' research process. I think it would help alleviate some of that overwhelmed feeling that students have when they first beginning research, just due to the simplicity of and straightforwardness of the information that this website is providing. So we're going to exit out of this, and I will take you to Duckster, and I'm on the wrong page. Here is the home page that you'll go to when you type in that ducksters.com, and you can see all of the categories. We have history, science, geography, world history, sports, some fun. It's even got some jokes, family vacations. There are games that can be played, which might be good to, use as an incentive in a classroom. So let's see, I know 6th graders in the district where my children go to school right now, they work on earth science. So we'll click on the earth science, and we can, you can click on the rocks or the weather. I think right now they were talking about dangerous weather, earthquakes, maybe, I think. we'll see how my internet's working this evening. You know, that's the one hang up with technology. So then it brings up the information that they have on earthquakes. So if a student was doing some research on natural disasters, you know, this would be a good place to get some information for them. And again, it has a diagram, you know, of the fault and the epicenter of the earth there, and where the earthquake would happen. You know, we can go back. You know, there's not a lot of information, but I think the way that it's organized would help elementary students become more familiar with the topic that they had chosen. I can see this being very useful in an elementary classroom or even for struggling students at the middle school or high school level. And that would be the end of my presentation of ducksters. It seems very easy to use. Not a whole lot of bells and whistles. You don't have to sign up for anything, unlike some of the other tools that I'm going to discuss later on. Thanks.